Born in Portland in 1973, Stephanie Egan moved to McMinnville as a baby when her father started his dental practice. Stephanie had an early passion for sports and tried several, but at the age of 8, a chance meeting with swim coach Ron Cam at the city pool would change her life forever.
Stephanie's mom came down and says, I have a girl who needs a sport and I want her to be on the swimming team. And I said, can she swim? And the mother said, no. And I said, we can't have her on the swimming team if she can't swim. Well, later I was running a survival swimming class and I saw this little girl that had the most powerful kick I've ever seen. Just really fast. Found out who she was, called the mother up, and I said, this girl should be on the swimming team. And her mother said, you just told me she couldn't be on the team. I said, I will make an exception. This girl should be on the swimming team. And we were fortunate to get her because she was a very talented athlete that would have done well at any sport.
And then he took his lunch hour and started helping her swim just to learn basics. She was 8.
She kind of learned to swim as she was on the team. And the rest is history.
Thanks to her hard work and determination, after only 1 week, Stephanie went from barely being able to float to finding herself on the MAC Club swim team. She dedicated herself to the sport, and it wasn't long after conquering her fear that she became one of the best swimmers in the state for her age group.
She was fast, she was strong, she was aggressive, and she was fearless. Nothing scared her. And so it was no problem teaching her how to swim, no problem teaching her how to compete, you know. And was just one of these, I guess once in a lifetime where you find somebody like that. You look in the pool and you see this kid and say, hey, that kid's going to be a good swimmer. And she became every bit as good as I thought she would.
By the time she was a freshman at McMinnville High School in 1987, Stephanie was solidifying her spot as the Grizzlies' strongest swimmer as she set multiple records, like one at the district meet in the 50 freestyle, an event she would place second in at the state meet, losing by only 1/100th of a second. She helped the team to a perfect 9-0 undefeated season and a league championship, as well as a 7th place finish at the state meet. Egan was voted as the Bears' most inspirational award winner and as an all-league, all-state, all-American, and all-zone team swimmer. The zone team was made up of some of the best swimmers in each of the 6 Northwestern American states. At this meet, she placed 14th in the 200 medley and 5th in the 100 free to end an incredible beginning to her swimming career.
She was a very strong girl, very aggressive. I remember the guys used to be scared of her. She was so strong, like I said, she was fearless. She loved to compete, and she just fit into swimming, fit really well.
She was one of those swimmers that any opportunity she had to race, I mean, she loved to get, to get timed, to get up on the blocks, practice time, meets. That's where she really shined. I mean, she was a very tough racer.
She was always last on the relay. And so if it was close, it would just pump her full of adrenaline and she would just go. And her kick was amazing. Her flip turn was amazing. Her stroke was so strong and she would catch him and beat him. And at least by a body length. That's where she got her energy, was that pressure. If there wasn't much pressure, she still would have done well, but because of the pressure, she excelled.
Well, the fearless part is basically not choking. I mean, when the pressure was on, she did better. You know, if there was a lot of pressure, she rose to the occasion. And that's one of the things that when I mentioned fearless, you didn't have to worry about her choking. I never saw her choke. I mean, every time she raced, she had every intention of winning. That's the only thing that was on her mind. The other teams used to be so afraid of her in the relays. It was funny talking to the coaches because they figured if Stephanie had a lead, no one was going to catch her. And if Stephanie was behind on the relay, they said, she would get so fired up, she was going to win anyway. So none of the other girls wanted to swim against her. We normally had her in the anchor leg. And it was funny talking to the coaches when they would say how none of their swimmers wanted to be anchor because they knew Stephanie was swimming anchor on our team. And I used to chuckle at that.
Stephanie showed her versatility by making the tennis team for 1 season as a sophomore, regardless of never playing before. She competed on the track and field team for 2 years and was voted as the Grizzlies' most inspirational once. And she was also on the MHS Club water polo team for 3 years and was selected onto their all-state team, all on top of leading MAC high swimming to another undefeated season and league championship. She again earned all-league, All-State, All-Zone, and All-American honors, while Egan won the state championship in the 400 free relay and 50 freestyle. Her record-setting time in the 50 free qualified her for junior nationals as the country's top time to finish a very busy second year. Her junior season mimicked her first two almost completely, as Stephanie was once again All-League, All-State, All-Zone, and All-American, while leading the Bears to their third straight undefeated league championship. The team took fourth at the state meet, while Egan's 400 freestyle relay team set a new state record as they claimed the state championship. Stephanie again qualified for junior nationals by taking second in the state in the 50 free, barely losing as she did as a freshman. This loss lit a fire in her as she began to swim more and train harder than ever before. She sought the guidance of an acclaimed outside coach who gave her a fresh workout routine and perspective.
It's interesting because she and her brother used to come in on the weekends and swim with me in Lewis and Clark, and no matter what I threw at her, she took and never complained. And I mean, I've had some of the best in the world and some of the worst in the world, and when you beat them up, they kind of complain a little bit. She never complained. It was like, I'm pretty lucky to be able to do this, and she did it, and she was great. Her work ethic was so good, people around her tried to do what she did because of her success. She did get better with distance per stroke. She did get better with her kick. She got better with her body position. Her outspeed was much better than it started out to be, meaning that the first quarter of the race was a lot better. But that's just because you plant a seed and then it catches on and then she takes off. So she had a big heart, she was intelligent, and she had enthusiasm. I would say Stephanie's in the top 4 or 5 of the best kids that I've coached, and I've had some of the best kids in the world. But in terms of enthusiasm, I haven't had anybody better than her.
After giving up all of her nights and weekends in the offseason to training with Cam and King, her devotion paid off as a senior when she set 7 new MHS records while leading the team to another league championship and 4th place finish at state. Her 200 free and 400 free relay teams won the state championship while setting new state records in both events, as Egan reclaimed her individual state title in the 50 free and qualified for senior nationals. To end her amazing MAC High swimming career, Stephanie was chosen onto the All-League, All-State, All-Zone, and All-American teams, was selected the Bears' most valuable swimmer, and as the MAC Club Award winner. She graduated from MHS in 1991 as a National Honor Society member and student body president, and in the fall she relocated to Provo, Utah by accepting a full athletic scholarship to swim for Brigham Young University. It was her childhood dream to swim for the BYU Cougars, and in just her first season, she made an immediate impact by setting personal bests in the 50 and 100 free and by helping the team to a second-place conference finish. She set a school and Western Athletic Conference record in the 100 butterfly with a time of 56.56 seconds and was also a WAC champion for the 50 free and on 4 relay teams. Her 400 freestyle team set another BYU record with a time of 3 minutes, 29.65 seconds, while Stephanie earned all-conference and Cougar Club Scholar Athlete honors to end her rookie season. She achieved all of this despite swimming with tremendous pain in both shoulders that she attributed to fatigue caused by the rigors of swimming at the Division I level. Doctors, however, found that after 5 years of swimming 3 to 5 hours a day, 7 days a week, the wear and tear on her shoulders were so severe that she obtained torn rotator cuffs and labrums and required reconstructive surgery on both shoulders. They prepared her for the worst, as the prognosis was that she would never swim competitively again. But Stephanie's fate would be shaped by her competitiveness for future accomplishments, not content for past achievements. So she redshirted as a sophomore and rehabbed with more intensity and desire than ever before, and by her junior year, she was back in the pool. Proving her doubters wrong, Stephanie's return to swimming was as if she never left the water, as Egan swam some of her best times ever, including her WAC championship time of 1 minute, 35.9 seconds in the 200 free relay. She was honored as a Cougar Club Scholar Athlete and qualified for the NCAA Championships in the 50 free, in which she placed 27th with a time of 23.45 seconds to cap off her incredible comeback.
She had a lot of adversity. She had her knee scoped as well in college, and she had other surgeries. But she overcame that. Where a lot of swimmers would say, I'm done, I've had both shoulders reconstructed. A knee, I had surgery on, and other things. She had other health issues she went through, but she came back and fought through it and was successful, and she excelled. To be that dedicated to something is she's not gonna lay down and say, I'm done. She will get back up and fight more. She's just a true competitor fighter. She's amazing.
To finish her 17-year swimming career on her terms, Egan again competed at a high level as a senior. She was once more awarded as a Cougar Club Scholar Athlete and was the anchor on the 200 and 400 free relay teams that won the conference championship and broke the all-time BY school records. Stephanie was a part of the school's record books for countless swims before her graduation in 1995 with an education degree. She aspired to share her love and passion for swimming by becoming the athletic director of an aquatic center in Logan, Utah, which is also where she coached the varsity swim teams for Logan High School. In just her first season as head coach, her boys team finished second and her girls won the state championship as Stephanie won the state's Coach of the Year award. She continued her success as a coach in Logan for 3 more seasons while also coaching and swimming in the U.S. Masters Swimming League, which she still competes in when she can. Today, Stephanie lives in Salem with her husband and 2 children while working as an ER nurse at the Salem Hospital. As one of McMinnville's most decorated swimmers of all time, she now directs her passion towards saving lives. Perhaps Stephanie Egan's biggest accomplishments are yet to come.